Las Vegas. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rodgers got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here in Vegas. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 26. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. And it's complete. This is Brandon Bolden. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Carr. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. We're down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Buying time to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Rodgers again now. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. And this one's incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. And it's complete to Adams. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Jacobs. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Jacobs again. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit for the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 28. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, Carr.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rodgers to throw once more. Dancing to his left.
This pass complete to Melton.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and 10, Carr.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Throwing now is Carr. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25.
So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll go up the middle with White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
He's able to find Melton.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a first down carry by Jones.
Down at the 25. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there hustling in quickly to make the play.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On play action, Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On second and goal, Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
Crosby on now to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Abdullah. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Pass complete across the formation to Melt.
The ball comes out. And the Raiders pick it up. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Carr to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Carr now on 1st down. It's complete to Cole. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Carr. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 43 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken from about the 12. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Rodgers throwing here. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And inside give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
Quick slant complete to Melton. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones,
a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball